How is it going? It is another weekly installment of Fish Sticks Friday. It is crazy, because, maybe. But on a real note, it is crazy because there is a winner. If you've been following along with my contest I've been doing, I did have a winner. Shout out to you, Jay, for winning. Mad props to you for figuring out the code. I'll get into that in a minute. I kind of want to touch base on some things. I don't know if you guys follow my Snapchat as well. If you do, thank you. If you follow my TikToks as well, thank you. So anyway, I said on Snapchat, if you had any questions for me that I don't answer on Snap, I would answer on here. One of the questions, well, actually a couple of the questions started revolving around my music, which is awesome. Thank you. Because to me, music is life. Music is my everything. It's what I love. It's what I enjoy to do. It's why I wear these necklaces, headphones, and microphone. It is very special to me. So one of the questions was, what was the inspiration behind Please Don't Go Away? Why did I write it? First off, I originally didn't write Please Don't Go Away. I freestyled it. In other words, I didn't have anything written. I didn't have a piece of paper. I didn't know what I was going to say. I had my friend record me, and I just rapped. That's how I did Please Don't Go Away. What I did from there was I went back and listened to that, wrote it down to record it, to hear what you hear on the album. The original is on my old YouTube channel, DSYNH Official, or you can just type in MC Fish Sticks, Please Don't Go Away, include a parentheses mom song, and you can hear the original video that I used to write it down. A couple other questions I've been asked is, what inspires me to write my music? Why do I write music? You know, those simple little questions. And simply put, it really depends on what I'm going through in the moment or what I see going on in the moment. For instance, words can't describe. I was at the time in love with somebody, and I wrote words can't describe, because that's how I felt like. They couldn't describe her. Your love song, kind of the same thing. It was, I wanted to make it universal. I didn't want to say their name, so I wrote your love song. And then other songs, a bunch of other ones, like I find an instrumental or a beat, and I put it on, and whatever that beat makes me feel, that's what I go with. I'm crazy, actually. My homie hooked me up with that beat. Thank you, Trippy, for that. Sincerely, I still love that. I put on the beat, and, he was like, what do you feel about it? And I was like, feels like I'm crazy. Maybe. But that's what saved me. And he goes, well, how about I'm crazy, maybe, but that's what made me. Boom. And I wrote that song. That simple. Some songs are really that simple. Way back in the day, I wrote a song with my homies called Time Lapse. It was a reference off Time Rift. That one was a homie's idea. He wanted it on his CD because he liked Time Rift so much. So we wrote Time Lapse. Time Rift, I actually was working fast food at the time, and we were given half-hour breaks, go eat your lunch, whatever. And I had a habit of bringing my notebook with me to work. And I ran out to my car, grabbed my notebook, sat down, ate, and wrote Time Rift. About a month and a half after I wrote Time Rift, my lung collapsed. And it was the first time over the next 12 days that it would collapse 3 more times. So a total of 4 times in 12 days my lung collapsed. That's what officially started me making music. I was at the time diagnosed with Marfan syndrome. It was a surreal experience because I didn't put Time Rift on a CD for another 5 months, at least. And when I did put it on a CD, my other musical half at the time, Callie Fox, aka Pimp Skittles, looked at me and she goes, "You wrote that about your lung collapsing." I was like, "No, I wrote it before my lung collapsed." And I didn't even think about it that way. That, like, you know, it had that feel to it, I guess. Until I listened to it after she said that. And it was literally like I was predicting my own future, you know, like, and it was surreal. So, flash forward, you know, like, however long it was before I wrote Time Lapse, that song became a prediction. Mind you, I only had a verse in it, but that song became a prediction for me for what would happen. So, I had this weird whim. Maybe I could, you know, use this supernatural power and write something that I wanted to happen. That's partially where Your Love Song came in. I mean, at the time I was there, so it was easy to write. And, you know, let's just say it didn't work. It did, and then it didn't. Which leads me into the song I have loaded behind me, Maybe Someday. I'm not going to play it because even though I own the beat and I own the song and it's up on all major platforms, including YouTube, I don't want YouTube to flag this video and mute it. So I'm just going to leave that there. That is me. That is mine. I'm MC Fish Stix. Yes, YouTube. But that song I actually wrote for some friends that were going through a breakup. Like, it was just a cascade effect. Like, have you ever been around some homies and friends, whatever, brothers, sisters, however you tie down your family? It's a joke. But you know what I mean, like your group. And somebody breaks up, and then it's like starts a chain reaction. Well, mine was my homie, and then people I knew at work. Boom, 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 breakup after breakup. And me and my ex at the time, well, you know, she wasn't at the time my ex, but is now. Anyway, so me and my lady at the time, I, you know, sat down and I found this instrumental and I was like, oh my God, I have to write to this. And I used a little bit of my history and what I watched happen with all these couples. I used 4 people as inspiration outside myself. And I wrote Maybe Someday. Recently, this song has become very, very dear to me because it became a premonition. In numerous ways. It's weird. Yeah, so in short, I guess it would have been the way easier answer. It really depends on what I'm writing. If I'm writing for fun, obviously. If I'm writing for something serious, I want it to be myself taking it seriously. I don't want to make a joke out of what I do. However, I do have songs where I make jokes. I know. Weird. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have, you know, any future questions, any questions about songs or what album a song is on, whatever, I am always down to help. I'm always down to chat about it. I'm I enjoy these. I really do. This is my weekly, my vent. Yeah, so maybe someday that song means a lot to me. I'm Crazy definitely means a lot to me. Show No Face was really fun. I enjoyed that collab with you, Trip. That was a blast. I can't wait to do it again. I have like a whole bunch of other news. Speaking of which, what I started with, I do have a winner. Somebody did guess the album name. Yeah. For anybody that is curious what the album was called, whatever, I did a little banter across 3 platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat. Across those 3 platforms, across 3 weeks, I dropped 1 letter per platform per week. I did not repeat letters. It was really hard to guess because it was in French. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So, I guess I can reveal it now. I've been missaying it forever. If you watch my older videos on here or on TikTok, I have said it. I've said it on Snapchat, I don't know how many times. I've said it on my Facebook. I've said it on my Instagram. Anything I'm on, I've literally said the name. I've mispronounced the name, but I have said it. What I normally would say is Jour de Mats. It's not what the album is actually called. I spoke to somebody from Petty recently, and it is actually called Jour de Mots. Jeudemots. Jour de Mots. In French, it means wordplay. When translated to English, it means play on words. Word sauce. You get it? You get any of that game I made you play? So, shout out to Jay for, winning. Sincerely, I am so happy that so many people tried. I honestly thought you guys would give up. But I was kind of blown away just by how many guesses there were, what you guys guessed. I know I made it incredibly difficult, and I'm really sorry. The sister album name, I'm a Nobody. So that would have made it worse if nobody guessed it, and then I gave you all the letters, and then I'm a Nobody. What is this? Terrible, I know, I'm sorry. But I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too. And I hope so into the point where you know that I've done things like this before, and I always change it up. So, that being said, there will be more contests. It might not be the same thing. It might not, I might name an album again and have you, pick random letters. I might leave CDs somewhere. I might give away lyrics to an album. I've once picked out 10 people and handed out songs to 10 different people. And all I had them say was something that was meaningful about my music. Didn't have to be long-winded, just had to be heartfelt. And in that, it to me means that you've actually taken the time to listen to my music, to know what I'm about, to know that you could tell a joke about me, and maybe that would win it. You could have saved my life. That obviously is going to win it. You could, tell me you want to be in a music video, whatever. Just something that made me go, And if I went, I guarantee you I put your name in a hat. I literally did. I did a drawing from a hat for that album. But yeah, I have way more ideas going on up here. I have way more ideas for merch. I actually recently stumbled across something that I didn't think I would ever see again very recently. And I stumbled across something else that I knew I'd see again because I have one, but I didn't think I would find what I found. So it's been a crazy week. And I thought I'd give you guys a change of background, so I gave you my wall of concerts and my Seahawks, because I'm from Seattle, right outside. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys that little tidbit of info. If you do have questions, I love answering them because that means you're actually involving with what I'm doing. If you have any questions on my merch, on albums coming out, on how to get a hold of the old albums, because I'm working on 7 and 8, get at me. Either on here, you can find me on TikTok, you can find me on Snapchat, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Threads, pretty much under anything under MC Fish Stix. So if you're ever wondering, where to find me, that's how you do it. Yeah, it's been awesome. I cannot wait to officially show you guys what I have going on, like a whole behind the scenes thing. Like I have so much on my plate, sometimes it's hard to juggle, but it then makes it fun because it ups your ante, it ups your game. It shows you that your dreams are just dreams unless your ambition is driven. It is weird to find out that I have so much merch left. I thought I was almost out, and I am technically, but I mean, another side of it's like, I have so much. And like the first, I think 3 batches I made, like, gone. And then it went into broke season because, Christmas hit. And then I stopped hustling as hard. Mainly because my son was growing up and I didn't want to miss it. I mean, he's always going to be growing up, but it's a little easier now that, he's getting older and is helpful with some stuff and just disastrous with others. Anybody else with a toddler, you know what I mean. He is one of my greatest blessings I've ever gotten. And I wouldn't have him if I wouldn't have music, because I would have died. And I wouldn't have went down the path that I went down to get me where I'm at to get him. I don't know if any of that made sense. Regardless if it did or didn't, that's beyond the point. I am truly grateful. As of a couple days ago, I had 54 subscribers on my YouTube. 54. I know I check it daily. As of today, as of actually right now, right when I was pulling up this video, 77. 2 days ago, 54. 77. Thank you. I know I say it all the time, and some of you guys may hate me for it, but I cannot thank you enough for giving me the time of day to watch these videos, to hit that like, to hit that subscribe, to hit that notification bell so you do know when I do upload, like all of these. Because I know I'm going to stick with Fish Stix Friday. Okay? However, I plan on just randomly doing other videos throughout the week. Okay? I also am in the works, me and my homie, we're probably going to be doing another channel. So if you're ever curious on what we're doing, always check here first. I'll let you know about everything else I got going on elsewhere in the multiverse of social media. If you do have any questions for me, please ask. I do mean please ask. If you feel like it's a little too personal for here, because everybody can read your comments on here, you are welcome to take it to TikTok. You are welcome to take it to Facebook. You are welcome to take it to Snapchat. I will answer you. I enjoy... What's the word? I enjoy the fans' interaction. I really do. Because that means you're actually engaging. There we go. That's the word. Engaging with me. It means that you're intrigued enough to know. If you're a fellow artist, I'm down to collab. If you're whatever. I don't do makeup tutorials because this takes forever to put on in the morning. I don't do what else? Nail tutorials. Yeah, that takes way too long too. I do a whole bunch of other stuff. Whole bunch. I know how to make a mean bowl of cereal. Fun fact, secret ingredient, milk. And for the longest time, I tried and I tried and I tried, but it just doesn't work. Don't use a fork. It just, it doesn't work. I mean, it does, but you get no milk, which is the secret ingredient behind cereal. Anyway, don't tell anybody though, okay? Because a lot of people don't know that. So it'd be nice if they didn't. Anyway, yeah, I have more news coming next week. And until I see you next week, I want to thank you all again for all your questions. If you want to see more talks about ghosts or whatever like that, I might even do a special ghost hunting channel. I'm still trying to figure that out. I am definitely, going to be doing more music on here, right there. I just wanted to give you that special maybe someday back there. Yeah, if you have any questions on my music, what song was on what album, how many albums I got, yada, yada, yada. There's a whole range of things to ask. Ask away. Just let me know. And until I see you next week, YouTube, I love your face. I love your face piece. I love that piece of your face that makes your face piece. Because that piece of your face makes your face piece unique. That piece of your face belongs to you. I, MC Stix. I love it. Now, if you know me, normally I say that really fast, but I didn't want to because I want you to be able to catch on so that way when I say it, you can say it. Word sauce. I'm out. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. Be careful. I love your face. Much love.